What's up, guys? Nintendo will still be here in 100 years. Really? Basically, Lorne Lanning, if you don't know who he is, he's the guy that was behind Abe's Odyssey. You remember that, the 90s hit on the PS1? It's come out. He says that Nintendo will still be here in 100 years. It's quoted saying, when I look at the history of Nintendo, I say Nintendo is going to be here in 100 years. I have no doubt. I doubt Microsoft will be here in 100 years. I know Zynga won't be here in 100 years. I've been here longer than 100 years. Now this goes quite well, because in the last video that was put up was about the state of play with the Nintendo and the Nintendo Wii U, and large UK supermarket chain deciding to no longer stock the Wii U or its games and its branches. Although it may sound ridiculous, 100 years is a long time, you've got to actually think and look back. Nintendo started 124 years ago in 1989. It's ridiculous when you think about it. It's crazy. They didn't even start as a computer game company. They've managed to change and adapt and take on new business strategies, etc., and be where they are today. Obviously everybody's reporting doom and gloom, and it may not look like a rosy future for the Wii U. But one thing that you do have to remember here, people, is Nintendo has about £6 billion in cash on its books. And I don't know what that is in dollars, maybe $8–9. And they've actually got no debt, or they appear to have no debt at all. You've got to look at the Wii as well. That was the most successful console of this generation, up against the PS3 and Xbox 360. Whatever way you look at it, it sold more units. They do know what they're doing. The 3DS as well also had a lot of problems when it was first released, but again, in the UK and in the US, the 3DS has managed to sell more units, shift more units than the Xbox 360 and the PS3. On top of that, the 3DS games are also outperforming the competition. So will they still be here in 100 years? Most probably. Honestly, most probably. In what shape or form, who knows, but we know that they could adapt and change to any situation. And they are crazy, crazy fuckers at the end of the day, Nintendo are. They think they still will be here in 100 years. Nintendo are very, very clever, and you could say very, very stubborn, but they get where they want to be at the end of the day. Lorne Lanning was also quoted saying Iwata came out and said people were asking him, when are you going to lay off your development staff? I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was basically laying off development is not going to solve our problems. Building great games is what we do, and we're going to continue doing it. When he said that, in my opinion, he was immortalised in the creative community. I would work with him in a second. When a man in that type of position in a world where the golden rule is the rule, and that's what's expected at public companies, he stood up and said, that's not what we're about. We're about building great stuff. We have great people to build great stuff. We're going to do that. So, Nintendo. Still be around in 100 years time? Most probably. In what shape or form? Who knows. Maybe they'll be back selling playing cards again, but I wouldn't say it's over for Nintendo. Not for a long way. Right guys, thank you very much for listening as always. Hit that like button, be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We're a very new channel here, starting out. Things will only basically get better as time goes on. As always, interesting to hear your thoughts on this news article or any other news article. Put your comments down below. I will personally respond to every single comment that's posted. Get a bit of chit chat going in the community. Until next time guys, thanks again.